Hey, good morning, everybody. How's it going? Happy Sunday. It is a great day to be on the call. Sunday is a week, or it's a day of reflection. It's a day of preparation and setting goals for the week. And we're continuing our discussion on the 10X rule by Grant Cardone. We didn't come on this past Monday because we decided to make some changes with like current events going on and how our team is working and growing together. So today we're going to get into chapter 3 of the 10X rule, which is all about why success is important. So that being said, we're going to just tee it off. That chapter 3 for me was, it was incredible because the biggest thing that I got out of it was it's like, success is vital to, a thriving economy, a thriving growth and development within yourself. And it also, what it does is, where am I going with this? It helps you to feel like you're more confident and capable of achieving more of what you want in life. So I think that was like probably the biggest takeaway that I got from it. What did you guys get?
I got that it's if someone wants to have a fulfilled life, then it's vital to keep expanding.
Ooh, yeah,
expansion is winning, is growth, is success, and that success could be whatever it is for that person. It doesn't have to be $1 billion. It doesn't have to be whatever it is for that person. Is the expansion, and if we're not expanding, we're contracting. So it's important to keep on growing.
For sure. That's kind of cool that you brought that up because it's like success by definition, right? Like, does it always have to be where it's like, oh man, look at the guy that's like how you said, the billionaire, right? Look at the guy that's like got everything under the sun. He's got the nice car, the big giant house, doing the big galas every year. Correct me if I'm wrong, it doesn't necessarily have to be that because success could be varying levels, varying degrees, right?
And I mean, money is a measure. I think he says it in the chapter. It's a measure of success. So, and money is super, super important to have opportunity to do things, to have a lifestyle that you want or whatever. So definitely money is in the equation for sure.
Yeah. For sure. Definitely. I think too often we hear the response from people, money isn't everything. It's like,
right. I just want a simple life.
Oh my God.
We're recording right now. You can say hi.
Hi, Riley.
My daughter, she's dropping in.
My drink was in the white fridge.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't even go to the white fridge.
Okay, cool.
Twitch, take it.
No. So we're drinking strawberry gorgeouses this morning. So she's all stoked about it. Sorry about the interruption. But yeah, so like people say, oh, money isn't everything. It's not all about the money. It's like, well, you're not wrong, but it is a measure of what's needed in order to achieve the things that we want in life, and it is a way to define some level of success. So
for sure.
That's just really funny that you say that.
Well,
how about the rest of you guys? Anybody else?
I think to add on to that, it's like without it, we can't thrive. Like success. Talking about not money. Sorry. I mean, yeah, we could with money we could thrive too, but not always. And then luck, like people. For me, it's like what I got out of it also is when you look at someone who is like you think of as super successful, and we were talking about this before, and like we look up to them and how they just may get so lucky. Like people think that it just happens overnight, and it's really not. Like those people didn't just happen to get lucky. There were actions before that made them get to that, So success brings success, man.
Mm-hmm. Totally agree with that. I mean, it's no mystery about like how they talk about people that are overnight successes, right? It didn't just happen overnight. We understand that it took continuous like action and dedication to whatever it is that they were striving to achieve, and that moment where they say, oh, overnight success, it's just a culmination of the efforts that they put in, and finally it's starting to like grasp and interweave together, and then they're like, boom, hey, oh wow, we came together. This is exactly what I was looking for. So that's really key too. And I think what's cool about what you were saying about, you know, looking at like, you know, how it sets things up for people to look up to. You know, success really does give people hope and a look towards what leadership could look like and see what might be possible for them, right? And that was one of the big things that he ended up saying in there, which I was like, wow, yeah, that's a key point. And I wrote down a note about it. You know, like you can look at different courses of history, right? And look at where we're at today with like the US, right? We wouldn't be the United States of America if it wasn't for somebody having a dream to travel from Europe to come here and then start building out all the colonies.
Yeah. And
then it took someone to bring, you know, everybody together to be under one conglomerate country. So very, very cool to think about. I could even relate it a little bit more similarly to people that, you know, decide to move from their country and they come to the US. They're thriving because they want to achieve some level of success for their family, because they want to live in a different life. They want to achieve some different dream for themselves that allows them an opportunity to be successful, to show their family what's possible, and to give them hope, show them like, hey, I'm a rock for the family and I'm a leader in my own right. So if we take action and do what we're meant to do, we can achieve great things.
I just want to add on that, because you talk about the family, about the family, because especially here in the Philippines, they go to the US and they thought that they are success. They didn't know that they need to grow, they need to build themselves, they need to work to achieve that success. So it's like people here, like, you know, they think, oh, you're already rich because you're already in US, you know. So yeah, people the main thing in success is you don't quit, right?
Yep.
Did I catch that right? If you quit, you quit growing. You quit expanding. You quit winning. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And if you quit winning, you just quit. You're done. Like that's it.
And that's what we were talking about in chapter 2, right? We talked about stagnation and getting just like even. Like we were taught from like young kids, everything is about leveling up in life. And Evan, I think we had this conversation a long time ago about like how you enter grade school, right? And you go from kindergarten, you learn all the fundamentals at kindergarten to get to first grade. Then you keep stacking it. It's like you're walking up a ladder, which success is no different. You know, it's just remembering that we're ingrained in this thought process that we have to keep leveling up in life. And not leveling up in the sense where it's like we have to have all the money and all the riches, like you said earlier, but it's like leveling up the value of ourselves, leveling up our mindset and our lifestyles, so that way we can have the things that we want to show the people that we care about that, like, hey, if I can do something like this, then, you know, it's totally for you to do it in your own way and be a reality to yourself and to everybody else that you want to influence. So
yeah, as a species, if we didn't keep on evolving and growing, then we would not exist. We would be extinct.
Truly.
So you guys want to go down a freaking rabbit hole right now? You guys want to go down? Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna ask a question then, right? So what do you say to all those people that are like into law of attraction and like I'm gonna stay at home and just visualize and things are gonna appear for me? and I have my, so I'm not dissing them. Like, I actually believe in law of attraction. I do. I really do. But I wanted to offer that up because there might be people that listen to the call. It's like, Well, it's like if you just put more work into like thinking about it and being clear on it, then it can or will come.
For sure.
So that's the question, and we can like
Yeah.
so check it out.
Let's open that one up. Go ahead, you guys.
I'm all about law of attraction. I really am. I think that, I mean, I don't believe that if you just stay at home and you like aren't doing anything with it, like you're like if you're just sitting at home and doing nothing, you ain't attracting nothing,
Exactly.
However, if you're at home and you're like one of them people that like, for example, right now we can't leave our houses. I mean, we can, essential people can, and people that want to be out there and, get shit done, yeah, totally can. But if you're just one of those people that like aren't doing anything at home and just think that things are just gonna appear to you, well, no, it's really not. Like, man, if that was the case, we'd all be up there looked at as successful, Like,
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm all about law of attraction. However, it's working it. Like,
Exactly.
it's doing what you say you're gonna do, and whatever you portray, whatever you put yourself out there, those types or that type of energy is gonna come right back to you. So yep, that's me.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. So it's funny, right? And I think that you hit the thread that I think Evan's tugging on, right? Like, is visualization enough, right? And really, yeah, you need to be able to visualize, be clear on what it is that you want to achieve, right? Because you understand that, clarity creates action, but it's making that decision to act and like hammer it down until you make that visualization a reality, right? So you have to continuously work towards that goal. And
Sure.
I'm definitely one for law of attraction as well, because I have seen in instances where things have kind of happened and it works. For people that are listening in that haven't watched The Secret, go check it out. It talks all about law of attraction, but you're drawing in not just the positive thoughts that you have, but it's the subconscious negative thoughts that we have too, that like those end up becoming a little bit more prevalent, at least in my experience. And it's just like, if I'm thinking about it, then I'm unconsciously taking actions that end up making those things a reality, which is a little bit counterproductive to what I'm trying to do. So instead it's like looking at, okay, well, I want to see growth in this sense. I want to achieve some dollar amount in a month, right? In a business, right? And then it's continuously taking the actions that help you to get there. It's not just saying, I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna play my video games, and nothing wrong with video games, right? But I'm gonna play my video games and that money's gonna come in and just plug it away at video games. It just don't work that way.
Yeah. I think you're nailing it on the visualization part. Like the vision has to be something that is, just in my opinion, it's got to be something that is clear, that is going to create excitement inside, so much so, and far enough out excitement of what I want, what I really, really want, specifically, not just money. I want more money and I get excited about it, but what am I going to do with the money? What am I going to do with the lifestyle? What am I going to do with my life? Who am I going to share it with? How am I going to give it away? Whatever. How in shape, ripped abs I'm going to have? What kind of chicks I'm going to? No, I'm just. Well, whatever makes you excited, right? Whatever makes you excited has to be clear, because then that's coming. But I think what a lot of times people, like for me too, if I worry about getting rejected on a call, or or if I worry about not hitting my goals, then those fears and that worry becomes the vision.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then that comes to fruition. So it's being clear and being focused on what I want, and just going for that, and not really worrying about the rest. Like just like like not giving a shit what people think about me. Like this is about my vision and my and my excitement level. Fuck everybody else. Hey, you know what? Wait, that came out wrong. That came out wrong. Not fuck everybody else, but like I guess it would be fuck the naysayers. They can watch. They can watch from the stands as we play. You know what I mean? And we go for it.
And that's funny, right? Ryan, I see you want to jump in too. So there's a part of that, like how you're saying, Evan, with naysayers, right? And I swear Grant was talking about that in there, where it's like, you know, people will come back and they've given up on their own journey. So they're consumed consciously or unconsciously otherwise in drawing everybody else's vision for themselves down, right? And they start pulling, you start hearing, you know, okay, nothing against this, right? I'm in total agreement of this. Success is a journey, but to use success as a journey as a crutch for why things are happening. Now that's a big thing. And with that, Ryan, I think you wanted to say something, right?
Yeah. I mean, for me wise, like just, I know I did a lot of stuff in my life and I know all of them kind of failed, but now that I'm starting kind of new, I want that to achieve to myself so that I can be proud and I can not really show people, but show them, oh, this is working for me. I'm asking you if you want to join me in, but at the same time, if you don't want to, okay, it's fine. At the same time, stand on the side while I do my thing and I'll be successful and be successful for myself and watch me grow, and you will like watch me later on be on top and say, oh my gosh, he's over there already. I was like, I want to be like that too. So I was like, I want to be that example for anybody that might have, you know, dropped on the side before saying, oh, I don't want to do it because, you know, it's hard. Yeah, you gotta do the job, or you gotta do your part to be just where you want to be. You gotta work hard to get to that part. It's not just easy like playing video games. Oh, I lost today, or even though you lost today, you still gotta keep going again tomorrow to get where you want to be, right? So it's the same principle, I guess. So it's like just keep on going, even though you kind of fall down, back up, keep going even more stronger, and you should feel more pumped about it because, okay, I know I did something wrong today. Maybe tomorrow I can do something else that might have, you know, change it up to make it even better, and hopefully that will work out. And you just gotta find your jam, I guess. Once you find your jam, everything should just flow in already.
Nice. So that's really cool that you say that too, right? Because you're talking about, like, as you're starting your journey, you're surrounded by adversity, right? Because whenever you're in your frame chasing your vision for of success, you know, you're gonna have like things hitting you left and right. Your journey's gonna kind of go off track. You're gonna go down all these like forks in the road, right? So, which ties into the adversity part. So what are some really like cute sayings that you guys have heard that diminish the concept or the value of success? I think I tugged on one earlier where some people can justify and say, don't worry about what your goals are, man. You're gonna get there. Success it's all part of your journey. No, man, that's not for me. And this is my response. I'm totally okay with people saying it, but I'm like, nah, man, that shit's not flying.
I am not accepting that.
Yeah. Yeah, like I guess you just always think that, oh, what you guys doing? You guys are just selling things, you know, like you just want, that's what people would think, like, oh, you just want my money. Yeah, you want, I'm not saying, of course, that's where it's gonna be, but at the same time, they don't know the other part of the story.
Right.
Why we're doing it. So,
which tugged on a great thread, right? And I really want to get back to that question about the other sayings that we thought of, because I think that'll be a funny part of the conversation. But how do businesses thrive to begin with?
Yeah,
they make us fail.
they create value.
Yeah, that's
right.
They create value.
They solve a problem.
Generate base, they follow up and they care and they provide customer retention, and that's in any business. So what I find funny, and I'll just say this and then we'll move on, unless you guys want to dig deeper. But what I find funny is when people will look at big brand name, right? Big brand name, and they'll go, yeah, love that product, and yet they'll turn around and go look for the knockoff just because it's a cheaper value.
Yeah.
So it's like, I believe in the product, but I don't believe in the price point. Or the same as like when they go, oh, well, I understand that the product that for us entrepreneurs, right? The product that you offer, yeah, it's valuable, but you're my friend, so I don't know. You just started this thing, and I'm not gonna do you. I'm not gonna work with you. And it's like, so you look at big brand, but little local business owner, and that's a friend that you've been knowing, or whatever the case is, then you're all of a sudden like, nah. And to me, that's interesting because there's a gap that needs to be filled there or addressed, whether it's a lack of belief in friend and relationship, or lack of belief in the value that they're bringing to the table, or the commitment that they have. So that's all tied into success and how we continuously create value, like Evan was saying. So if you guys want to jump down that rabbit hole, we can.
Yeah. Sorry, Kyle, are you gonna go? Go ahead, Kyle.
No, are you?
So I think that it's the big brand name, like a lot of people, if they're frugal, they'll say, I never buy anything at full price, right? So that's on the price point, on the brand. But big companies and stuff, they've learned to create value, to solve a problem, right? And so from a entrepreneurial standpoint, like what we do, then it's like, okay, what's the goal of the person? How can we create value or solve their problem? And then if they don't want to pay full retail, how do we help them not pay full retail, which gets them into the price point that they want? And then it's a win-win-win for everybody. They get results, they get the price point they want, they get the value, they solve the problem, and because of all of these things and the follow-up and service and everything that you said, we get paid.
Yep.
So it's always a win-win-win, always.
Always.
It's supposed to be like, and there's no shortage. Like there's no shortage, like he says in the book, right? I'll just go back to the book. There's no shortage of success.
Yep.
There's abundance everywhere. There's enough for everybody. Success is not a commodity. It's not like gold, or there's only so much.
Whatever's in your mind, whatever you're thinking in your mind, that's what you're gonna output. Like, and to me, I felt like this chapter was like all energy. It was like all your energy that you're putting out. That's what that's the abundance that's gonna come back to you. That's kind of success is like, there's no shortage in success. That's kind of what I got out of it. Like, it's your energy that you're putting out there, rather than if you're going to be thinking like, oh, I'm going to be broke, or, oh, I can't do this. I can't. You're not going to do it. You're not going to have that drive to do it.
So let me share on that one time. So I was at this big event one time, and I had been to this country and seen all of these people were all at the same level the year before. The following year, that year, I went to a big event in that country, and all of these people had risen way above where I was. And my internal reaction then was like, fuck, like, it's fucking bullshit. That's what my mindset was at that time. And call it law of attraction, whatever, call it whatever. After that event, like the following day, I got so sick, and I was sick for like a month.
Dang.
And I even left early that day. I was like, so like how can it be? Like, how could they? So my lesson from that was getting back to like the abundance of success is to just clap, be like for real grateful for people that are succeeding, because they've done the work, they created the vision, they've taken the action, they've done the deal, they're winning. Fuck, right on, man. Like, go for it. If they can do it, then I can do it.
Yep.
I love that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Evan. You want to finish up?
No. That's it.
So I love that you said that, because when there are people that are succeeding, it should never be about competition, right? And it should never be about like going, oh, well, I can do better than you, or that's not great. Like, and we've seen that. We're like, we hit certain levels of success, and while we have the people that are in our support group and the people that really love us, care about us, they're lifting us up, they're edifying us, like, yeah, and they're cheering us on as we go. And then you have a small subset group, the people that are either watching or the people that are unconsciously trying to bring your level of success down, just sending that energy, and it's like on us to stay above it as leaders, right?
Yep.
But and just know that, like, oh, go ahead.
Sorry, it's like what Ryan was saying. You know, it's like, hey, never mind the naysayers.
Yeah.
They're naysayers.
Right.
Yeah,
They're coming down.
they
on
hater.
us.
It's like
haters, like whatever you want to call it, right?
haters will hate. No, that's
There was
what they
a-
do. They will just keep
Because-
doing that until they found something in there. Like, what am I doing? Like,
So
like-
it's like the crabs in the bucket
like-
thing, right?
yeah, like
For
for me, I
sure.
guess just success is like just I guess what Herbalife is to me is like I'm sharing my success to everybody.
Right.
You know,
And we understand that it's not from a position of ego or a position of boasting.
Yeah.
It's from a position of reinforcing and supporting others and just going, hey, look, you know, if I'm running a business, you know, there's no reason why you can't do it too. And it's easy to lift others up and help them achieve whatever success means to them. So
Yeah.
totally cool.
it just
Can I
just always
share-
gets
can I share
for
a
you.
quote?
But yeah.
Can I share a quote of I was looking at like when we first started the 10x rule, I was like, all right, let's see. I was just going through Pinterest looking at like 10x rule quotes and like Grant Cardone quotes. And some quotes that came up, I'm like, dang. But the fact that we're talking about like there is no shortage of success or money or whatever, the quotes that I came across and I had to write it down was there's no shortage of money, only a shortage of people thinking big enough.
No, that's totally true, right? It's all about limiting beliefs and, you know, where we think what our worth is like amounted up to, right? Like it's like, oh, yeah, I wanna make 6 figures a year, right? But then you're like, oh shoot, what is it gonna take for me to get 6 figures? Oh, that and all of a sudden it's like
Too much.
all the sabotaging beliefs and all the limiting beliefs start coming in, and you get stuck in your head, and then you're like, oh my god, I can't do it. Instead of sitting there and going, you know what, 100K a year, man, I don't know what it feels like to get there. I just know that it's going to feel good because that was an ambition that I had for myself. And I'm speaking from personal experience here. You know, it's like I sat there and I was like, man, I don't know what that's like, but I know that that's exactly what I need to achieve the level of success. And I didn't know where that came from. And I remember sharing this with you, Evan, a long time ago, but I didn't know where it came from until the last 24 hours. And I remember that it was because my dad, before he passed away, was earning 6 figures a year. And that was a pinnacle that I set myself at. So all of a sudden now I was like, oh, well, now it's no mystery why I wanted to hit the 6 figures a year. So then I just started, like, I didn't know what level of effort it was going to take, but I knew it was going to take something significant from me to like take big action to get there. And it was just, okay, work, jam, go. And until I got there. So defeating all the limiting beliefs, like what you're getting at, Noy, and, you know, just framing your mind in a way where it's like all these obstacles that are going to come up, they're going to happen. Life is going to happen to us, right? And it's going to knock us off course. And like Ryan was saying, you know, man, like all these failures, but, you know, now I feel like I have a fresh start. It's all about learning how to get back up and keep fighting your fight.
Yeah.
So that's what I got from that.
And
Yeah,
from
so-
that, like to add to that, like you get up, like when you get knocked down and you get back up, right there, that's success. Like
Seriously.
it's success, and it's really our duty. He even says success is your duty, and it's true. You know, like a lot of people, especially nowadays, like now we've downgraded what success is, honestly. Like, and unless people do what we do, They really like lose track of what success is. It could be just the smallest things, as making your bed every day.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
So
Yep.
it's crazy. It's crazy how that has kind of changed and evolved. But hey, man, this is why we do what we do.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We find. Oh, go ahead, Evan. I remember you were gonna jump in.
So Noah was talking about like vision, right? And limiting beliefs, like just to recap a little bit, limiting beliefs, success, falling down, getting back up. Once we expand, we never contract. So once you hit like a 6-figure, like Austin hit like the 6-figure income or whatever, nothing else is going to be good enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
So because he's experienced that, he's achieved that level of mindset that allowed him to get to that level, right? If he allowed the limiting beliefs and everything else to get in the way, he wouldn't have hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
So so once you hit it, and he talks about it, so once you hit it, it's about keeping it.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's not like downgrading back to where you were, because that's failure. You're contracting. So the idea is to keep expanding, keep expanding and keep expanding, and then teach others how to do it, or whatever that success may be.
Yeah.
Well, and it's like the results too. So if you're gonna, it's like maintaining your results. You want to maintain your success. So if you're gonna be like wanting to change, you make that first step and you change. You say yes to this opportunity or whatever it may be. Yes to a change. Then you get to the point or get to your goal that you want to be at. And if you start like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a cheat meal one day, oh I'm gonna have a cheat week, oh I'm gonna just have a cheat month, done, fail. It's just like your success. You can't go up there and all of a sudden, okay, I made it, I don't gotta do nothing. Like you have to maintain it. You have to keep up the work. Just like us getting to Prez team, people that are up there that's in the top 1%, it takes skill, hard work, and dedication and consistency to stay there.
Yep.
Like, and that's just like how success is. It's like how you maintain your results. You want to maintain success if you want to stay there, or you're gonna over and over again. But that's how you learn. Is you have to fail in order to grow.
It's all in the head. It's all mindset.
It is.
So like, so I'll use like martial arts, like, because there's rankings, right?
Right.
So if a black belt, like he's like, yes, I made it, I'm a black belt now, right? If he considers that success and he doesn't train anymore, a year later he'll be getting mopped by purple belts.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have to keep that level there, and it's mindset. And the higher you go, it's almost like the higher you go, the more strength or clarity it takes, because that black belt, that's where the learning really starts. You know, like when you get to that level of success, it's time to create a bigger vision.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's regression.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
even if you sit there, even
like,
even if you sit there. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I just go use you as the example. Like, as you, like, I mean, really, that's why but I mean, just on your success, on like, you do so many things, but at the same time, you struggle so many at everything, but you still made it through. You graduated, you passed all of your stuff, and you do your business, and you take care of Riley, and you like all of this stuff all together. But you're working on it. You know, like, even though it's hard, you went through it. All of the hard work paid off, and it's all worth it. So even though like all of those things you wouldn't think that you wouldn't do, because, oh shoot, can I do this? Can I do this? But at the same time, if you just, as I said, set your mind to it that you will do it and you will achieve it, then you will succeed.
Man, I appreciate
it. Every little step goes a long way. And yes, just start from the bottom and just work your way up. Even though it takes a long time.
Yes.
Totally. So on that note, it's like, you know, when they talk about successes in the journey, like, yeah, I mean, varying levels of success that you achieve along your journey. But truly, in my experience, because of the people that take risks, because of the people that go for things, they experience failure, which is kind of what you're highlighting, right? And it's in those moments of failure or struggle that we truly find ourselves and we truly make growth, which helps get us to the next level. Because the way that I've always kind of viewed it is whenever you run into a wall, right? A wall of struggle, a wall of failure, you really only have two choices. Either you can keep running into that wall by not doing anything, or you can figure out a solution to vault over it and get past that wall. So that's kind of how I've always operated. And, you know, I've hit those moments along my journey, and I'm, you know, continuously. It's not like the journey ever ends, but, you know, I still bump into walls like that. And every time I run into it, the same concept applies. It's like, okay, what do I do here? What is my solution to vault myself over? Because I've just programmed my mind along the way to just never accept being stuck at a wall and keep banging into it. I have to vault over, because busting through is going to be a lot of hardship that I just don't want to go through personally. But I would rather be successful in coming up with an innovative solution that works for me and helps the problem as a whole. So yeah, so I mean, and that's just kind of how I've always like operated since then, which is why I felt that even in this new journey that I'm on now, building my own personal business, it's been that. It's like, okay, cool, I hit a jam. What is next? Like, I'm not gonna stay stuck right here. Just because I hit some hurdle, it's like, okay, cool. You didn't meet the mark. Like, figure it out. Why didn't you meet the mark? What are you gonna do next to make sure that the next time you do it, you meet the mark?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to add on that, because we cannot just get the success if we don't have passion, mastery, values, and then the mission. And I also like wanted to add it, about, for me is, they say that I cannot do it. It's like, fuck that naysayers. Like you said, diba? So, Bugsy is crying. So, it's like, it's all in our mind that we cannot do it if we really wanted to. And and I thought of like, when you studying and your parents wanted you to get this course like teacher, you graduated but you don't love it, right? So it's like you're successful but you don't love it. It's like it's also a failure, because it's like, what's next after that? You reaching that course, you graduated that course, and you cannot apply it, or you cannot use that course in everything. So yeah, so we need to love what you do, really good at it, and what you find inspiration, and then what you want in your life, right?
Yeah.
Vision.
Yes.
And then it's like there's another book, the 7 Habits,
Uh-huh.
right? It's a great book,
yeah.
man. Begin with the end in mind. That's talking about vision and what your life is going to be about. And that's plugging into like, we're going to go down a whole nother rabbit hole if we go on this, but it's like, that's plugging into like universal power, which is unlimited. So if you think about like your biggest goal, it's like it's nothing when you're talking about the universal power and universal laws. And, limiting beliefs is like just our own head getting in the way of the flow of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's really, beginning with the end in mind, and like, what is the life going to be about? That helped me clarify what my vision, it took years, but that helped me clarify what my vision was going to be. Because until I thought about like, okay, when I die, what's going to be left? Legacy. What's going to be left? Who will be at the funeral? What are they going to be saying? Stuff like that.
Yeah, totally. So I mean, and that's kind of cool, because that goes back to what Grant was saying about how success is defined at different stages in our lives, right? Like, and he age gapped it, which was kind of cool. So it's like, 18 to like I think like 30 or something was all about the come up, was all about money, was all about prestige, was all about success, and getting all the things that you wanted. But then there's also legacy, which is what you're talking on, Evan. And I find that that's something that I look at too. Like, who's going to be there at the end? Like, what are we going to be remembered for, and what are we leaving behind? And those are like really good things to think about, which brings us to our closing question. With success in mind, whatever it is, whether it's family, spiritual, emotional, mental, or philanthropic, whatever it is, why is success important to you, and what is it that you hope to achieve? So, forecasting vision, what are you looking forward to?
Well, if I'm talking about the end in mind, I just want to have. Well, I'm working for freedom, as much freedom as I can possibly have to share. So, and to teach how to get it. And that means success for whoever or whatever success means for other people, whatever level of freedom they're looking for. I'm just looking for more freedom in my own life and lifestyle, and then having a legacy of helping thousands of people at the end, and then moving on and poof, going into being unlimited.
Yes.
Totally. So I think and that's awesome, Evan. So I think for me, right, to answer the question, it's like, I talk about this a lot. I've had that journey up to 6 figures, right? But I carried that journey on my own. And everybody that I tried to mentor and develop along the line, for some reason or another, they fell off, which is no different than the law of averages that we run into. People come and go. Things are going to happen. Life is going to take them. The winds took them, But now what I look at is I want to start developing people. Now that I'm growing my own business, I want my business to be a 6-figure marker. But it's like, while I'm doing that, I want to generate more people that are 6-figure earners, because what I want to be remembered for in my legacy is that, man, this was a guy that really went out of his way to make sure that I achieved success in my own right, but it gave me enough stability, and it gave me a way to forecast my vision in a way that I never thought possible for myself. And I achieved it because I saw what he did. I copied what he did, or I duplicated the same thought process and effort. And because I did that in my own way, I achieved that goal. So that creates a lot of legacy and a lot to be remembered by, which also helps me to cascade that down to how I help raise my daughter, because it's like, you're going to go through challenges. You have to endure. You're going to have people knock you down. You have to get back up. You have to keep trying until you hit whatever it is that you set out to achieve. You just got to keep walking down that path. And nobody said it was going to be easy, but you're going to do it because you have a belief that someone else before you has done it. So you have a belief that you can achieve it too, and you never let go of that belief. That's the kind of legacy that I'm looking at leaving behind, because that creates real freedom in your own self.
Yeah. It's good. Like,
Anybody else want to take a stab at it?
like you have your daughter. I do have my kids, 3 kids. So same like you, as like I'm looking forward for the legacy, and like I fall, so I need to get up. I'm making so I'm
Totally cool.
making
I mean, that's
emotional.
totally true.
Yeah.
No,
So
right, because it's important, and that's what's exciting about the success of that, is because when it's that important to you, and when it means that much as you want to breathe, it's going to draw out those emotions, right? And it's going to have you just get pulled towards your success, or pulled towards the goal, instead of just going, oh my God, this is just breaking me down. It's not that it's breaking you down, it's that you're excited and you're passionate about it. That's important.
yeah, exactly. Because if you don't have emotions, like how are you gonna feel the excitement, the happiness, you know? So yeah, I feel like I feel emotional because you talk about your kids, and it's part of the life that you fall, and you need to back up. You need to learn how to stand by your own feet, because nobody will help you to do that, only yourself. So
For sure. Thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you.
Always, guys.
Morning, Kyle. You're bursting right there. I see you. You're bursting. It's ready to just fly out.
Go ahead, Carol.
Oh, you know why? Because I was looking at you and I was like, oh man, it's me next. I feel it. Nah, so like for me, it's you do that kind of stuff. For me, like freedom, like what Evan said, freedom, man. Like I want to do what I want to do. Like just have my own time. And I think, like for me, what I want to be remembered as is the girl that just brought happiness and brought the best version out of whoever I come into contact with, just bringing out the best in everyone. And like, yeah, I'm real simple like that. I just want, as soon as like I hit that 6-figure, man, I might just be off the grid. I wanna duplicate myself so good that I don't need worry. All my people will be okay, and I'll just be on my land, in my yard, picking my tea leaves. That's life for me, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you're gonna change so many lives, sis. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I'll go next since my sister just went. But I'm forever grateful because she saw the vision that I saw in my first event, and I was like, what? I can do this? Like, no background check. There's nobody telling me I cannot. Like, everybody in this company is just like wanting you to succeed, and that's what we needed. That's literally what me and my sister had needed at that time, and she came at the perfect time. She came in at the perfect time, and I'm just grateful that I've been able to share this with her, and I want to share it with everybody and anybody, that's a mom or maybe someone who's in the struggle with abuse or whatever it may be. Like, whatever your situation is, I want to help. I want to be the person to help. I want to impact people's lives that when they start, they're like, or when they're up there, like in their mindset of success, they're gonna be like, it's because of her I did it. It's because of her I achieved this. Because of her I actually said yes to this opportunity. Like, that's the impact that I wanna have on the world. Like, not just here in Cali, not just here in Hawaii, like in the world kind. And now, like, from my first conversation that I had with Ev about him asking me what my vision is, I didn't know what the hell that was. I honestly didn't know. We was driving to Sandy's, and I'm in the front seat, and he's like, "Noe, what do you want? What is your vision? Like, what do you want in your life?" I didn't have a damn clue. But now I'm just like, my vision is getting so much clearer, and it's like I can grab it. I can see it daily. I can grab it. I can hold on to it, whether it be like physically or in my mind. My mindset is so much more different, and being able to leave that with not only my sister, because my sister ain't gonna be my only people that I help as a coach, but I want to open the naysayers' eyes, the haters, the Herbalife haters, or successful people that hate on successful people, or people who think that they're successful that hate on other people. Like, I want to prove not only them wrong, but I want to prove everybody else, like, you guys can, go over there with that. I want to be able to like change, not really change their mind, but I want to change their way of looking into what they can really do, because they don't know what they can do unless like they actually physically do it and they grow through it, not go through life. They grow through it. They have to fail in order to succeed. That's what kind of what I want to leave. I want to be that impactful.
Absolutely. Inspiring
Oh.
change for them to change their mindset so that way they can change their life, right? So that's incredible.
For
How about
sure.
you, Ryan?
Well, I mean, I guess for me, it's like, yeah, I mean, I said it to you guys before. If I never started Herbalife, I wouldn't even think I would be here already. Just because of that mindset before I went to Herbalife, it's like,
Oh, looks like we're having a little bit of a technical drop.
all was good more. I want to start. Okay. Yeah. What happened? Okay. Yeah. So I want to just have whatever I need to lose, like, drop whatever I need to drop, just to get that confidence in me that I'm confident to be up there yet. I want to be up there where like, damn, that's it. Like, you know, I did it. Like I finally did my goal. For me, once I drop that, that's where my confidence is gonna boost even more. And I know getting there is like a little bit hard, but I don't care. Like I pushed to 20 pounds already. I know it's gonna take long, but I don't care. Just keep working on it and be on it and don't drop on anything, even though that's my mindset thing. But I know now, like, I just gotta think about what's my next step will be, and don't ever think back ever again. Because that's what I'm always having hard time in me. It's like I always think of thinking back instead of just keep moving forward. And moving forward for me is the best. I think it's just the best thing that will ever happen to me. And moving forward means changing lives, changing other people's beliefs, and just changing everybody be happy and everybody will just realize, oh, thank you, Ryan, for introducing me to something that I never know that I could do or something. I guess like I don't. I know I don't have that. Like I guess is I don't have the courage yet to just really go up, but I know at some point I'm gonna be there, and I cannot wait to be there. I know a little bit goes a long way, but I I don't care. This I'm gonna be there. Period.
Yes, you are.
We're definitely working towards
Yeah.
it.
You
You're
better
getting
manifest
there.
that. It's manifesting May. You better manifest that.
So
Yeah,
it's exciting. So as we start closing out the call, it's so exciting because we've all started the journey, you know, at different points together. But it's funny, and it's maybe not so much funny, but it's inspiring to see the journey of everybody as a team collectively growing and lifting each other up together. You know, whereas when we started, we may not have thought that we had the confidence or the passion to do things that we do now. I think without that confidence, passion, and drive, we probably wouldn't be sharing this book club with you. So, because we'd be like, I don't want to share my opinion face to face.
Yeah.
But you know, it's exciting that we're strong together to be okay feeling vulnerable with each other, knowing that we have total support and that we're able to talk about things that really help us grow as individuals, to add value in our lives, so that way we can create more value to add for you all that are listening in, and really just share the things that we're learning along this journey. So success being important, you've kind of heard three different priority topics that we're going to be going into. So today was success is important. next Sunday, we're going to be going into Success is Our Duty. And you heard that, I think Howie highlighted it, Evan highlighted it. We all kind of touched on it in some way, shape, or form, but we're going to get real deep with success being our duty next week. And I ain't going to say what the third one is because you're just going to have to tune in next week. So we hope you guys found a lot of value in this. You know, feel free to leave a comment below and just, you know, let us know what you got out of this. You know, like you hear a lot of us talking about being in business, being an entrepreneur and everything in our personal business that we're running, but really we're sharing our journey with you. We're sharing our growth points and what happens along the way and how it can be applicable across the spectrum of different professions that are out there. So we really just want to add value to life. So we hope you found this valuable. We'll see you guys next week, Sunday. You have an amazing Sunday afternoon and get out there and get busy. See you later.
Thank you, guys.